Hello gamers, this is Online Gamer Richie, and I am going to show you how to do Jokanur diggings in NightFall. First of all, you've got to find the quest giver and let him go ahead and send you to the temple area. First, I want to tell you right now that the builds that you're seeing on the video are the ones that I use on my website, and they still work. I have also double speeded the first part of the quest because this part has very little to do with the actual quest of getting the bonus and everything else. And yes, I am doing it in normal mode instead of hard mode. Hard mode, you can basically tack on another 10-15 minutes, so about half an hour altogether for the video, or for doing the quest in hard mode. But other than just the time factor, everything else is basically the same. First, a few quick tips on this. As you'll see, I am not using any minion masters. Minion masters have a problem with this mission because you can't control the minions. Also, no ritualists, because the same basic problem with the spirits. So I wanted to point that out. If you have a friend with you who is either one of those, make sure that they don't use the minions in the second room, and you will know what that room is if you go to my website, onlinegamesyourway.com, the dash between each of the words. And ritualists just don't spam your spirits. This part right here, when you first enter the mission, the temple, you'll see this huge hammer that drops. If you get caught underneath it, you will die, so make sure you don't do that. This first room is very simple. There's just one guy that you really need to take care of quickly, and he's the one carrying the tablet. If you don't kill him off fast enough, he will continue running around the room. And all the skeletons, the undead here, do reanimate. So once you defeat them, they will come back after a period of time. Basically, what the builds for this group are a lot of holy damage and heals. You also have Jokanur with you, and you must keep her alive through the whole entire mission, and she does attack. So if you want the bonus, you got to be extremely careful with her as you play, because you don't want her attacking the Sun Spear spirits or Sun Spear ghosts. There's a couple of hammers, the first one that you saw and this one right here, so make sure that you avoid that one as well. Okay, this is the room where the bonus feature actually is. There's 2 Sun Spear spirits and ghosts, and there's 2 tablets. So the trick to this particular part of the mission is to make sure you pick up the first tablet, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to drop this tablet off in the other section. I had a little problem here because of a bad spawn. Like I said, Jokanur will attack the Sun Spear ghosts, so you don't want her killing them off, especially since in normal mode, since she's level 20, and I think the Sun Spear ghosts are like, 15? I can't quite remember exactly what it was, but they're quite low level, and she can kill them off on her own. So, what you can do is you can kind of clear out the undead mobs, like I said, and most of these undead mobs, when you use holy damage, you really do a lot more damage to them. If you using holy damage, it just doubles. So a 38 attack on a normal mob is 74 damage. So having holy damage does come in very, very handy for this particular mission. So let's talk about a little bit about the other builds I have with me, the group makeup. Milani, you have to have her. So what I did was I made sure that her build had a little bit of holy damage in it and was very strong attacks. The other 2 are both monks. One is a heal monk and one is a heal smite monk. And on the Heal Smite Monk, I have it on passive at the moment. Same with the Heal Monk. The Heal Monk will always be on passive because you don't want it attacking at all. But the Heal Smite Monk you will want to attack at times. But when you're coming into this room in particular, you don't want the monk attacking the Sun Spear because they are a ghost and they will take the extra damage and will pretty much get killed if you let that happen. But as you see here, I have a Sun Spear Ghost off to the left-hand side, which is not a very good spot for it. Normally, it's more in the center of this room. So at this point in time, I'm trying to decide how I want to go about doing this, and I think I finally decided to take the long route, which is what I normally don't do. I normally take that route where you saw him running at. And if you look over to the right here, you see the other Sun Spear Ghost. So you gotta sneak by, and so here we go. So now we're off to where we gotta drop the first tablet off. You're not gonna set the tablet on the actual pedestal in this room, because if you set it on there, you'll have a Sun Spear Ghost come along and take it off and move it. So the trick to this is, let's get over there first. Okay, here we go. Oh, and you want to watch out for those flame-throwing torches things, because they can kill off you, Jokanur, and you're real easily if you're not paying much attention. And like I said, holy damage is great for in here. So here we go. Now we're headed off over to where there are two pedestals. Like I said, there are two tablets, so there's two pedestals here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take over one tablet at a time and then drop it off. If you have a friend with you, okay, like I normally have a couple gaming friends that come with me on some of these missions, and this one in particular, you leave your friend here with the tablet and have them moving back and forth, and Jokanur will stay with that person. It will hang out with that person right over there, and then you don't have to worry about Jokanur coming along with you and accidentally killing off a Sun Spear or getting killed. But when you're solo, you can't leave anyone over there. So you just drop the tablet and then go get the other tablet. I always start off with that one, the first one that you see, and take that one over first. And then I come and get this one right here. As you can see, it's very simple. As long as you don't get yourself stuck attacking a Sun Spear Ghost. If you kill one of the ghosts in this room, you lose out on the bonus. So here we go. So there's this room right here. So once you get over to where the pedestals are again, you'll drop one on the one that you just picked up on the pedestal. Well, get over there. Man, am I running slow. Okay, here we go. So you put the one on the pedestal, and then you go pick up the other one. And if you look on the compass here, you'll see a little red dot headed over towards this direction. And it's the ghost that's going to be trying to pick up and take off with the tablets. Okay, this is the third room. The third room is very simple. It's not very complicated at all. So this room, all you do is you're going to escort this ghost through the room to the pedestal, because he's not going to hand you the tablet. He's willing to help you out, but he wants to drop it off at the pedestal. So all you have to do is clear out the room. And he moves really slow. And like I said earlier, the mobs will respawn themselves or reanimate. But he moves fast enough that you don't really have to wait for him. But it is more safe for you to kind of wait a few seconds for him, and then move on to the next one, and then move on to the next one. There's like 3 groups in this room for you to wipe out. And at this point in time, when you enter this room, feel free to switch your Smite Heal Monk over to the Smite. So guard, so he'll start smiting, or she will start smiting, depending on what your group makeup is. And they'll be able to do much more damage, much more quickly. And the build I'm using on my monk that I'm playing is one of my normal builds that I like to use for just general stuff, and it works out really well. I've got assassin support, sniper support, you move like a dwarf, ray of judgment, burning something, and meteor, and I can't remember what the other skill is, but basically it just makes the meteor shower instant. But that's me not having to heal because I've got 2 monks with me that are already healing. Okay, so we're coming up to the last room here, and what happens here in this room, once the guy opens up like I said, he moves really, really slow. So this is where a lot of your time comes in, is waiting for this guy. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. You would think he'd be a lot faster, but he's not. Anyways, make sure you hit skip so you can get into the next room. Here we go. This room is where the boss is. There's several sets of groups of skeletons. This whole entire mission is undead. So, there you are. That's why you want to use Holy. It's all undead except for the boss. And the boss is really easy to take out. What I suggest is, if you're not used to pulling, clear out all the mobs in this room. Otherwise, just clear out the ones where you're going to be pulling from. So there'll be like 1 or 2 groups that you don't have to wipe out. I normally don't wipe out more than just one, or just the ones where I'm headed. 2. So there we go. And head down. And there's the boss right there. It looks like a giant stone snake type creature. It won't be very hard to take out. And if you see that the mobs are kind of close to him, you might want to take them out first. Sometimes these mobs are up a little further, so you can just avoid them and then take him out. But it's always best to take out the mobs around a boss. That way you don't have to worry about them adding in on you when you're in the fight. At this point in time, when you're on the boss and it's just you, put all of your characters on guard and just attack. And as you can see, this guy's just going to go down really quick. This is normal mode, and that's how this works. I'm Online Gamer Richie, and I'm with OnlineGamesYourWay.com. And as always, play the game your way. Laters.